Namaste all. Welcome to Natural Equaling Group 90th webinar. Today is the Earth Day special, subsequent, and today's topic is Introduction to Ecoculture or Bioenzymes or Ecoenzymes. Now, today we are going to know more about understanding of the fundamentals of the fermentation and any clarifications, any queries on cleaning and cosmetic products. And today's agenda is how one can make floor cleaner, dishwasher liquid soap, and shampoos on our own as a DIY, do it yourself. And today's our presenter is Mrs. Nilima Tota, and she's from America. She's a voluntary of Unify and Shakti Foundation. A little more about her. She's done a graduation degree in BSc Horticulture, MPKV Pune. She also done Masters in Biotechnology, Kavempu University, postgraduate diploma in Agribusiness Management from IIPM, foundation course in Ayurveda from NLAM, National Library of Ayurvedic Sciences, and she is a member and volunteer of Unified Shakti Foundation from the last 12 years, which gives her a complete understanding of the universal pattern. And she also utmost love for Mother Nature and completely believe in the divine, that is spirituality. Another most important thing is she experienced a lot of health issues, which she completely overcome with the natural lifestyle and following the Panchabhuta healing practices from Unify Concepts, from which to which she is very grateful. Now, not only that, Nilima SG is one of the active member in NELG groups, and also she'll make many small videos where she is promoting a natural living or chemical free living, how we can make all this kind of beautiful bioenzymes, or we call it as a health tonics in one terms. And without taking much time, we'll invite Nilima ji to join and share the session, start the session. Nilima ji, over to you.
Thank you, Sudhirji. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity and share my experiences. Welcome to all. It's wonderful to see all of you. Let us get into the topic. It is ecoenzymes and the fundamentals of fermentation. So whatever I'm presenting here, it is just out of my experience being with nature, interactions with nature, my experiments that I've been doing in my life that I would like to share. And it's not any kind of advice or treatments. As Sudhirji explained, this is my background. I have science background, because of which I have some knowledge about these plants, herbs, and their benefits. And also, since I've experienced these health problems and I've practically seen their results, I'm very confident about them and would like to share these things with all of you. Also, I'm blessed with great people like Dr. Dongreji, who has been guiding me with the roots of knowledge from our rishis, the ancient wisdom. And I'm very proud to be a member of Shakti Foundation. Unify.co is the website through which we understand the complete pattern of the universe, how it impacts our life. Okay, let us get into the topic. It's ecoenzymes. So enzymes are nothing but they are like the catalysts which help to enhance the reactions. So many chemical reactions take place in our body. So whether it is digestion or assimilation, or if we want to speak anything we want to do, there are thousands of reactions happening and they're all being conducted by these enzymes. So, and during the process, they release and produce metabolic byproducts, right? And so these byproducts are the ones which are beneficial to us. So in the process, when we make these bioenzymes, there are these phenolic compounds, organic acids and alcohols that are produced, which help us. So for example, if we consume food, there is amylase enzyme in our saliva, which helps to digest the starch, right? So Such are the enzymes. So in Unify Shakti Foundation, we understand that, just giving a background, we see everything in a 5 pattern. So we know, right? The Panchabhutas are what this universe is. And as we see outside the 5 elements, since our body is made of 5 elements, so earth, water, fire, air, and space. Similarly, we have internal 5 elements also, like 5 aspects that we take the whole 5 elements as a body, as little finger. Then we have the mind that we think, we have the emotions, all that comes under mind, the likes, dislikes we have. Then we have a decision making capacity, what is right for us, whether to eat this or not. So that is the fire element within us, that is intelligence. Then we have the self-awareness, that we know who I am doing this, that ego aspect, that limitedness we call as self-awareness aspect. And finally, there is that unlimited aspect called consciousness, which is one, that we call as one divine energy that is in everything. So that is unconditional love, and it is expanded form like a space. So that is the basic foundation of the universe, as energy is the base for everything. We recently celebrated Earth Day, right? So are we really making our Earth smile like this? It's a question mark. We have been putting so many different chemicals on her, right? Fertilizers, all inorganic, pesticides, GMO foods, artificial foods, flavors, colors. And then we also consume non-vegetarian food and dairy, which have been treated with hormones, steroids, antibiotics. When we consume them, everything gets into our blood and system. Right? Unknowingly, we completely change our DNA structure itself. And the water we drink is fluorinated water. The chemicals and cosmetic products all have this plastics, bisphenols, phthalates, sodium lauryl sulfates, parabens, our dishwashing liquids, laundry, foaming agents, thickening agents, pH adjusters, and we have air pollutions that we make through vehicles, factories, right? It's unending. So the planet has become a plastic planet, ending up everywhere in the soil, ocean waters, air, and it is all entering into our system, which is leading to all the imbalance in our health. And we have been affected in 8 different ways, says the research. The chemical pollutants are harming us in 8 different ways, as there is oxidative stress and inflammation. Our genome is being altered. There are mutations happening, epigenetic alterations, which means the protein synthesis has been affected. Then there is mitochondrial dysfunction, the energy capacity, producing ATP, all that system is being degraded. And we are able to see how energetic nowadays we are, right? So endocrine disruption is hormones are imbalanced. There is infertility, all kinds of problems related to hormones now. Altered intercellular communication. There is no communication between cells, right? The neurotransmitters, which helps us in making decisions, the memory, everything is impaired. So it is altering, the contaminants are altering our gut microbiome and even the immune system, because of which now we see so many infections and all the pain happening in this world. So we need to bring back everything into balance. We have not only just harmed physical health, but our emotional imbalance is happening. There is loss of peace and happiness. We are always in fear, scared, and doubting, tension, anxiety. So all that is because of these microbiome. Because the microbiome also affects this, our mental capabilities, the cognitive power. Because the bacteria that we say is completely within our system, and it is in trillions than our own cells. If our cells are in millions, they are in trillions. So how much they impact is, we can imagine. And most of it is 70% that is in our body is lactobacillus species. And the health of a person is predicted by the diversity of these microorganisms present within us. So the more we have the diversity, which is different microorganisms, we have more better health, because every fibrous food that we take from the food, they are the food for the microbes, like they are called as prebiotics. So the fiber we take is not just to expel the stool from us, not only just for constipation purpose. The fiber is the food for the beneficial bacteria. And every different kinds of fibers we take, that is different grains, different millets, different fruits, different vegetables, they all have different fibers which are the prebiotics for the beneficial bacteria. That is the key point. That's how they benefit us. Okay, and that is the main point. And now we can understand why vegetarian food is more better than non-vegetarian, because all these fibers and antioxidants are present only in these vegetarian food. And the bacteria, beneficial bacteria, does all the job for us. All the functioning is happening because of them. And in unified concept, the fermentation comes under the element fire, because a lot of reactions take place, right? Like cooking, it's fire, microbial cooking. It is very cheap and effective process. We just use the peels of fruits and vegetables. We use recycle the plastic containers that we regularly use in purchasing few things. And during the process, so many metabolic byproducts are produced, which are beneficial to us. And it is completely in accordance with the modern science. Every day we see research articles on these microorganisms and how good and beneficial to us they are. And we can preserve these for long periods. So anything that has long capacity to be stable is really potent and very strong, that will benefit us when we use it or consume it externally, also internally. And it is completely sustainable practice, environment friendly. We are not harming in any way. So we are very clear at 5 levels that what we are doing is completely safe and protecting the planet. So what exactly happens in the fermentation process? So all these are living cultures. It's a lively bacteria, right? So there is life force in it. And what happens is these bacteria break down the fibers that are present in the peels, right? And then all the anti-nutrients that are there are removed. Then additional organic acids and alcohols are produced. The vitamins are enhanced. Whatever are present already, they increase in amount. Polyphenolic compounds, antioxidants are produced, and these have the regulation effect on our body. The genes are regulated, our immunity, then they have anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial properties, and so many other benefits. Also, additionally, it has the probiotics, enzymes, and different beautiful colors, flavors, and taste to the final products. And then whatever, when we consume them, they become bioavailable. The nutrients that we consume, they are easily digestible if we consume a fermented rice and compared to normal just cooked rice. The difference is the nutrients become bioavailable form. That is very easily we can digest, we can assimilate, because half the cooking and digestion part is done by these little microbes. So for our body to do, it requires very less effort. And so our energy is saved. So we always look for saving our energy. So with that, we can do many other things in life, right? So that is where even fasting helps, because we are giving break to the digestive system. So this is like wonderful activity that we do during the fermentation process. So traditionally, we'll just take a look what we have been using. So wood ash is being used. I remember my grandma's place, the wood ash was used. We use lemons to clean, tamarind to clean all the puja items. Tomato is also used because there are a lot of these organic acids like citric acid, tartaric acid, oxalic acid. So all these acids are produced during this fermentation also, like acetic acid and alcohols are produced, which act like a very good cleaners. Acetic acid is nothing but like the vinegar that we use. And we also use salt to give a good shine and to clean copper metal. So salt again comes under the category of fire and water element. So it acts like hot water. Whatever the hot water does of cleaning, it has that effect. It nicely cleans, corrodes, and it has antibiotic effect. That's the reason it is used in tooth powders, and we even gargle out of it. And in traditional practices, to clean and for a beautiful aspect, as a cosmetic purpose and for bathing, we have been using just plain waters, actually river waters. Now it is of no choice for us to use tap waters, but that was the traditional thing. And then there was oil massages and application of oil before taking bath. But we even practice this oil massage during festivals and when we have any rituals like weddings. So what we just do, we apply the oil and then use powders like sandalwood, turmeric powder, gram flour, right? Even fuller's earth, that is multani mitti, the earth. We just use these simple materials and clean ourselves. And it gives such a beauty we see during these rituals, weddings, right? And even if we see the spiritual practices followed in temples, we do the abhishekam, the holy bath to the divine idols using milk, curd, ghee, honey, mishri, so sugar candy, what we say, patika ballam. So it's all natural things, and how well the cleaning happens. Nourishing coconuts and bananas are used in rituals and festivals. And there are herbs like neem, tulsi, bilwa that are used on the for the offering to gods and goddesses. We also use edible camphor, which is again a disinfectant, and cloves and cardamom, such spices are used in tirthams, the sacred waters. So all these purify us at different levels. So even through fire element, the camphor burning is done, the dhoop sticks. So we purify our air, surroundings, our internal at subtle levels, the mind gets purified. So it's not just the external cleaning that we see, but cleaning has to be done at different levels, where mind and thoughts have to get purified, right? Even the sun bath that we refer to has great benefits. It is said that if we are not able to take sometime the water bath, just taking the rays of sun itself is like a divine bath. So this purification can happen at different levels, and we don't need foam for it. As we believe we need to have a lot of bubbles generated, foam. So that is not required. Our skin is very gentle and delicate. It is so sensitive, right? We don't need such harsh chemicals. And our skin has these pores which have the absorbing capacity. So when whatever we put on the skin, it just gets absorbed into deeper layers, and that affects our body deeply from internal. The system is disturbed completely. So let us turn to all the natural stuff. That is the best solution that we have. We see so many different pains and sufferings, right? All this is happening because of the chemicals that we have put. Okay, the process of bioenzyme making is very simple. Everything is done by these microorganisms. We just have to put all the peels and jaggery water in this ratio. Jaggery 1 proportion, peels 3 proportion, water 10 times, and then the container capacity is 15. The container capacity is more because we leave a little space for the gases to be released. Because activity happens, lot of bubbles are created and gases are released during this process. And it takes 90 days to complete the first batch when we start. And after that, we can use like a culture, like we add little curd to make new curd. So like that, if we add, the process gets over within 30 to 45 days. Even few people add yeast to make the process faster. So after the 3 months, when the content and solution is ready, we filter it, and then the remaining peels, the pulp is ground like this, and we get two different things like the liquid enzyme and pulpy enzyme. So the liquid enzyme that we get is now ready to be used. This one we can infuse herbal leaves, flowers, roots, etc. Just cut them and place in the jar, and then we place in the jar, and all the nutrients and fragrances get into the product, and we get beautiful fragrance when we use as room fresheners or cleaners. Even rose flower petals, beautiful fragrance we get. It can be dried form or fresh form of the leaves and flowers or stems.
Nilima ji, one question here. So you are making these bioenzymes or ecoenzymes for floor cleaning or for personal care,
Yes.
and you are using the fresh leaves and fresh roses to add aroma to it
Yes.
once it is prepared.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wonderful.
We can even directly make them. We can make direct enzymes using the leaves itself. Instead of the peels like the citrus peels, we can directly use the leaves and make a enzyme out of it also. Otherwise, this is a shortcut process where we make the enzyme using other peels, and within just 2 weeks, if we just infuse these leaves or petals into the ready bioenzyme, in 15 days it will be ready. We can keep maximum by 1 month, it will have good fragrance.
Wonderful.
So it's a wonderful thing. Yes. So as a floor cleaner, to use the ready liquid culture, the enzyme we collected, we can take around 10 to 20 ml and add it into the water. Just take a bucket of water just for mopping purpose. Add the liquid around 20 ml or so for 10 liters. Just mix it in the water. We get the liquid. That's it. We can just mop the floor. And if we really want the foam, then we have soap nuts. These soap nuts are wonderful because they have the saponins, give good foam. They clean the things well, and they also have antimicrobial properties, so which makes them the best for us to use. So they will have seeds in it. So we de-seed them, then grind them and use in powder form also, or we can ferment themselves as one enzyme in the ratios and make separate enzyme with it. Or we can just use the powder and use to wash our dishes like that also. In powder form also we can use them. So with soap nut, what we can do is we can soak the soap nuts in water, and then all the saponins are released into the water. Okay, and if we just smash little bit, they will be released. We can see the bubbles there. If they are very hard fibers, we can use hot water also to make them soft, and then just filter them into the container, any plastic container, and we can mix little bit of the bioenzyme that we have already made to store. So that way we can get the foam. It will stay for long. It won't get spoiled, and the dishes, everything can be cleaned with the foam and satisfaction. So that's how it will be. This is the enzyme that I'm adding there. We can just, the remaining soap nuts also, I just add some more soap nets and keep it to use for other purposes. So we can use in our own way. It's our creativity that we can use it. So even to wash clothes and all, I use little bit of the regular citrus enzyme and soap net enzyme together. I use, and they work very well.
Nilmaji, one more question here is either take the pulp and grind it and use it, or just soak it for 2 days. How many days?
You can use both ways. Like if we make the bioenzyme out of soap nuts alone, we can completely ferment it, grind it, and make crush it.
Okay.
Filter the fibers and leave the liquid. Okay. And the top liquid we can use. It will be very clear liquid. Bottom will be little pulpy, like we saw the pulpy enzyme of the citrus peels.
Yeah.
So the pulpy part we can use to clean the toilets or sinks. And even puja items get cleaned very well with that. While the top liquid we can use to wash clothes and all. And when we
yeah, so one way is just to make a whole seed, whole soap nut, and then make a bioenzyme from that and smash it and then filter it. Okay.
Yes. Other method is just to soak them for 12 hours or so. Otherwise, may use hot water and make the fibers soft. Just smash little and filter it directly. That way also we can use. So this is more just hot water or soak for 12 hours or something, just to make them soft and all the saponins will be released. Just filter it and use. This process becomes easier, the just smashing and filtering, because if we keep the soap nuts for a little longer, they smell and a lot of layers are formed, which we don't feel much pleasant. So I feel this is better way.
Okay. Yeah.
So next is we will see how to make a shampoo or soap in a very simple way without complication. So we will soak the soap nut and choose the herbs we want, like any antibacterial or the hair strengthening herbs and peels of fruits and vegetables. We can dry them, shade dry them, and boil along with the soap nuts. Sometimes we can use orange peels, pomegranate peels, rosemary. The herb is very good for hair. So such things we can use, whatever is available in our place. It doesn't have to be only these. So we can use neem if we have dandruff or something. So like that, any things we can use. Amla can be added. And then once it is boiled well, we allow it to cool, then smash it and then filter it and use as a shampoo or even body wash. If you feel that it is little liquidy in consistency, then we can add little bit of fenugreek powder is there, right? So methi seeds powder, that if we just add and leave it for an hour, it becomes thick. So that thick liquid and the fenugreek mixture, if we just grind it along with the liquid, it becomes a nice thick soapy liquid. So here I'm adding it. Just mix and leave it for a while. It becomes thick. And then we can just grind the whole mixture and store it in bottles like this. Storing in bottles like a small cap is better, because if we keep the bigger containers, it will form layers and again it becomes a little nasty to appear. So better to have small cap bottles. So this is what I mentioned. Also leave little gap while storing them, because they rise as we add these enzymes. Now the prepared soap nut or soap or shampoo that we made, to store it, we can add little bit of bioenzyme, so it preserves for long time. So during the process of preservation, the activity will be going on and it might bubble and overflow like this. So better to keep a space and shake well before using. Just anything, there will be 2 layers like this. All the foam will be collecting on the top. So just if we give a shake, it will mix well and we can use it as usual. And this is the layer I've been talking. It forms a layer like this if we keep in a broad containers. Okay, so just making a caution of it. To thicken, we can also use other plant-based gums like this guar gum or acacia species. So they are plant-based gums extracted from roots or the pods of these plants. Here I have used, here what is available to us is Gond Katira. That is a gum from Astragalus plant roots. We just soak the gum for 12 hours, grind the mixture like this, and it becomes a thick liquid like this. We can mix. Here I have mixed soapnut culture enzyme. Soapnut enzyme I am mixing. When we mix and grind it together, it becomes a beautiful thick soap for us. So it appears thick and very good consistency. So there is oil infusions also that we can add, because anything like for our skin, the lubrication is needed. Like we saw in the rituals and our festivals, we apply oil and oil massages are required. We can infuse these herbal leaves, flowers and stems in the oil, and then all the properties, medicinal properties enter into the oil. So here I have used with the rose petals. So I just infused with the jojoba oil and sesame oil as carrier oils, and the herbs have entered into the oil. And we can use them in our shampoos and soaps, even in the scrubs that we make. See, here I've used dry rose petal powder, and I just put into a jar and add oil into it. Very simple process. So just add the oils, mix it and keep it in a dark colored cloth so that the oil won't become rancid. There will be the dark environment created. So I wrap it in a cloth like this and it will be ready by 2 weeks, or better, as long as we keep, it will be more stronger. 1 or 2 months also we can keep. That makes it more stronger and fragrant. So what I have come up with the enzymes combinations after trying different things is called Banalo enzyme that you would have watched, few of you. So when we use these enzymes, especially citrus related, they are causing little dryness to our skin due to the acids present. But when I use this combination using bananas and aloe vera gel pieces, it is mild and gentle. So, and both the ingredients are very good for our skin and hair. So it forms the best combination. So, and the process also within a month or 1.5 months, it gets over. The combination and ratio is the water proportion we have to see. It's 800 ml that I've taken. Then 2 teaspoons of jaggery is needed for that amount. So that is the thing. So this video is there in the YouTube channel, Unify Naturally channel. So you can take a look there. So this is the process. We take the peels and things.
Yeah, we'll share this
So
channel
we can,
details in
yes.
all NLG groups. So whoever
Yes.
don't have any basic details of what
So you
is
can
that,
take a look at the detailed process. Similarly, other enzyme is the Poma-Lime enzyme. I've selected this because pomegranates again have very high amount of antioxidant
Hello, Nilmaji, you are on mute. You are on mute. No, you are still on mute. Yeah. No. Please unmute yourself. I think there is a lag or network disconnection. Nilmaji, unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah. Now you are audible. We lost a
Sorry.
couple of minutes. Yeah.
Oh, sorry for that. So these two combinations are really wonderful combinations. You all must try. They are good to take even internally as well as to use external in these products of shampoos and soaps.
Wonderful.
So this is the Pomalyme enzyme and the process is available in the YouTube.
Yes.
So these are the benefits. Sure.
Yeah, please continue.
So these are the different benefits that we see using aloe vera plant. It has the phenolic compounds like the aloemodin, aloin, allosin, and organic acids like saponins and terpenoids, which give these benefits of anti-wrinkle, nourishing properties, and having collagen, elastin, wound healing properties. So it has these things, skin protecting compounds that are helpful for us.
So here the
So-
Banalo recipe comes for both body wash and hair wash and hand wash.
Yes, we can use, yes.
Okay, wonderful.
And see, the aloe vera also has, when the experiment was conducted, fermented aloe combination, they saw that it can block and avoid all the pathogenic organisms like Escherichia coli, Listeria and all, which are harmful, because a very low pH is maintained because of the lactic acid bacteria that is present. This lactic acid bacteria is very special because it can tolerate very low pH and where other pathogens cannot grow there. So that's why when we use such ingredients, we have the confirmation and we are safe that there are no pathogens and only good bacteria is present that is beneficial for us. So banana again has these benefits. It's very nourishing for our skin and cells. So anything if we take internally or externally, it has the same effect. So we should not put things like chemicals on our skin because that's what entering into our system, right? So such safe things like these fruits and vegetables and flowers is the best that I see.
Yeah. I mean, many of us know what is the fermentation, what are the ecoenzymes, but the recipes what you made makes you so unique and so simple, so easy, so attractive. You know, even any person don't know anything about, they want to give a try.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, that's what I wanted to actually share because it is very simple and safe and it benefits the whole planet without harming anybody in the whole process.
Yeah. So I think, shall we take the few questions from the participants?
Sure, sir. Sure.
So meanwhile, participants, please raise your hands or post in the group chat. We'll take the questions or you can have interactive discussion. Meanwhile, I'm going to a couple of questions in the group chat. Yeah. While fermentation, do we need to seal the bottle and does need to shake it every day?
Yes, sir. We need to, like, there are different methods. So if we are using the basic, are you able to see my video? I'm not able to see the screen, so I just got it out.
Yeah, you please share the screen again.
I'm not able to get the things.
Yeah, something has happened. We lost the share.
Yeah. I'll stop and again share.
Yeah. Yeah, now we are getting.
Is it better? Okay, yes. So for the peels, when we use like this, I've used in this bottle.
Mhm.
So in the beginning, we have to open and close because the gases are released. After few days, like 2 weeks or so, it reduces, the activity reduces and it starts stabilizing. So at that time, we don't have to close. After a month, we just leave the containers. So that is a thing. Also for these Banalo and Pomalyme enzyme, during that, as since I'm making them in 1.5 months, beginning I open it frequently, add little jaggery so that it becomes more acidic. Like the activity will be more bubble generation will be there. So that way it becomes stronger and we will get the product within 1.5 months. So during that process, we need to open it, stir it, add little jaggery, and that process is there.
Okay. Riya Kulkarni, please ask your question. Unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Actually, just want to ask one question that I have making bioenzymes in 1 year, but due to the smell of bioenzyme, my friends and family are not wanted to use it. Whenever I want to use it in my home for cleaning purpose, my husband is smelling more, smelling bad. Whenever not I'm home, that time you can use this product.
Which enzyme did you make? Which enzyme?
Enzyme. First of all, I used it with mixed vegetables, vegetable peels, and I need a strong flavor, so I used to have a whole lemon enzyme.
Okay.
In 30-liter drum. Not only I suggest a lot of people. I suggest my friends and family to use this product for all purpose. Actually, they also used it, but what happens due to chlorine water, that bioenzyme is not working properly, not cleaning clothes properly. It's okay for that. We are using that as a sanitizer also. In evening time, I'm spraying in the whole of my house also. But due to the smell of bioenzyme, can we do anything for the smell? Because of my friends also told me that due to smell, we can't use it as user friendly.
Actually, what is my experience is, as it becomes longer period, the smell becomes very beautiful actually. That's what I experienced. Like this is the enzyme that I have, mixed peels I have used. It is almost 1.5 years. It has so beautiful smell, like earthy smell we get. Real like earth smell is there. And it's like, I feel the pulpy enzyme, like this is Banalo enzyme. This is also 6 months old. It again, it has that earth smell, which I feel when I apply on skin directly using this. That's what I was about to show, this like face pack and scrubs using oils and milks. It will give like effect of multani mitti and mud therapy. Actually, we can apply as mud packs and it will really have beneficial effect even our health internally. It should not smell bad unless you have used soap nuts. It really becomes very good, beautiful smell. And if you're really having that smell problem, you can use this, I have said, right, infused oils or infused enzyme infusions, or even essential oils we can use. Few drops of essential oils, if we add, the fragrance will be taken by the product.
Yeah, and also Riyaji, check your quality of jaggery. Maybe that might be giving a wrong microbes to grow. Yeah, next question we'll take from Manmohan Ratiji. Please unmute yourself and ask the question.
Thank you, Sudhir sir. Thank you, Nilima ma'am. My question is that, ma'am, when we using the floor BE for cleaning the floor cleaner, the lime scale is not removing on the floor. That is on tiles and everything. I've tried many of time. And one more question is that, can we use the BE as a sanitizer?
Yes, yes. So lime smell is not going, means you don't want the smell of lemon and lime?
No, exactly what happened. The lime scale means, in I can
Hindi
basically
में बोल देंगे, Yeah,
हाँ,
हिंदी में बोलिए।
शार जो पानी में जो हार्ड वाटर जो शार जो होता है जो टाइल्स के ऊपर में रहता है वो रिमूव नहीं होता है।
Okay.
Problem is the మరకలు పోవట్లేదు.
అదే maybe you can try adding soap nut liquid to it. It will have little more better
Okay.
cleaning effect.
Soap nut liquid. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, another
Or
question is, yeah, please continue.
or you might try increasing the quantity of the enzyme that you are using, or leaving it for a while. Apply it directly, leave for
Okay.
some time, and then remove the stains. Or
Okay, ma'am. I will try this also.
yes.
So another question is the floors which are very sensitive to acids like marble. Can we use these bioenzymes in that?
Yes, with marble, we have experienced using the pomegranate peels. They completely turned into the yellowish stain was there.
Okay.
So it is better we avoid, or very, very mild concentrations maybe we can use.
Okay. Yeah.
And the question that was about using them as disinfectants. Yes, they are definitely we can use because they have these polyphenolic compounds and antimicrobial compounds. As we saw, these compounds, metabolic byproducts are produced, which are completely, we can use them as disinfectants. They won't allow the growth of unwanted pathogenic bacteria due to the potent phenolic compounds and antimicrobial compounds there. We can add little bit of camphor also. That again is a disinfectant to these enzymes.
Okay. So next question we'll take from Deepti ji. Unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hello, ma'am. Very nice
Yes.
information you're giving.
Thank you.
I have a doubt. Since 1.5 years, I'm preparing bioenzyme I'm using at my home, but the latest 2 batches of bioenzyme, those were like lemon peel bioenzyme, but there is some fungus white layer on the upper side.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
my mother is like, fungus has been resisted. So
No,
how
it's
to
not a
remove it?
fungus. Yes. See, there is different kinds of growths that we see. Any colorful growths are always harmful. That we can be clear. Also, our sense organs can correctly predict. If we smell bad, it means it is not good one. It's something bad is happening in it. Okay, that is a clear indication. So white layer usually that forms is yeast only, which is beneficial only. If you don't like that white layer, just filter it using double layered cloth and it will be fine.
Yeah. Shravani ji, please ask your question. Yeah. Meanwhile, yeah.
హలో మేడం, హాయ్ అండి.
Yes.
నేను తెలుగులో మాట్లాడచ్చా?
Telugu, yes.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం.
No problem.
యాక్చువల్లీ నేను బయోఎంజైమ్స్ ఒక 3 months నుంచి ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తున్నానండి.
Okay.
నేను ఈస్ట్ యాడ్ చేశాను బయోఎంజైమ్ కి. 45 days లో నాకు వచ్చేసింది. దాంతో నేను ఫ్లోర్ క్లీనింగ్ కి అండ్ వాషింగ్ మిషన్ లో సోప్ నట్స్ అందులో నానబెట్టి, యాక్చువల్గా నాకు దాని రేషియో ఒకటి కరెక్ట్ గా తెలియలేదు.
Okay.
సోప్ నట్ లిక్విడ్ వాషింగ్ మిషన్ లోకి నేను ఫ్లోర్ క్లీనింగ్ అయితే కొంత బయోఎంజైమ్ మాకు 1 liter వాటర్ లో తీసుకొని హాఫ్ ఆఫ్ ద రేషియోలో కొన్ని సోప్ నట్స్ వేసి దాంతో ఫ్లోర్ క్లీనింగ్ చేస్తున్నాము. ఓకే, ఇట్ ఇస్ వెరీ, నాకు చాలా బాగా నచ్చింది అది. అండ్ నాకు కొంచెం ఎడిబుల్ బయోఎంజైమ్స్ ఎట్లా ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకోవాలి, అండ్ ఒకటి షాంపూకి నేను మల్టిపుల్ హెర్బ్స్ వేసి చేశానండి. సో అది నాకు కొంచెం జిడ్డు పోవట్లేదు.
బాయిలింగ్ మెథడ్ చేసారా లేకపోతే?
లేదు, జస్ట్ ఇన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ మెథడే.
ఇన్ఫ్యూజింగ్, ఓకే.
చేసి అందులో సోప్ నట్స్ అండ్ మందార, మెహందీ.
So yeah, for these shampoos and soaps, you need to leave it for a while, 5 to 10 minutes. Only then it will give that foam.
Okay.
Directly, if we use as regular shampoos, it won't give the foam.
Yeah. For benefit of all, Shravani garu, for benefit of all, we'll translate the question in English and she'll tell in English so that everybody can answer and can get the answer. So her question is, Nilima garu, she's not getting the cleanness feeling when she is using shampoo.
Yes. So when using these shampoos as a cleaner for hair wash or body wash, we won't get the foam, especially for the hair. We need to leave it for 5 to 10 minutes minimum. Only then when we wash again, it gives the good foam. We get that foam.
Okay. And one more thing is, what you're suggesting is to use the boiling technique to prepare the bioenzyme.
Yeah, that will be very easy. And the culture form, it is little harsh because of the acids I've seen. We don't need that harsh. Even I have removed from the channel also the ones that I had tried before using the direct culturing method. Because it's better to have gentle things on our skin and hair.
Wonderful. So another question is, what can be added as a shampoo for fun conditioning?
Shampoo conditioning, we can add these Banalo enzymes that we made, Pomalyme enzyme.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah.
Since to store, we are adding these enzymes. We can use these Banalo and Pomalyme enzyme to store.
For conditioning also they work, or any other?
It works for conditioning as well. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Shravani garu, మీ క్వశ్చన్ అడగండి.
యాక్చువల్ గా నేను ఆమ్లాతో కూడా చేశాను మేడం. సో నాకు అందులో ఫంగస్ ఫామ్ అయినట్టు అనిపించింది. 41 days తర్వాత నేను అది రిమూవ్ చేశాను. గ్రీన్ కలర్ ఫంగస్ వచ్చింది. అంటే స్మెల్ ఏం బ్యాడ్ గా లేదు, కానీ నాకు అది కన్జ్యూమ్ చేయొచ్చా చేయకూడదా అనేది.
Yeah, the green color and all will be little harmful only.
ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన బనాలో ఎంజైమ్ అవి ఉన్నాయి కదా, వాటిలో మనం సోక్ చేసుకోవచ్చా సోప్ నట్స్, లేదా జస్ట్ లిక్విడ్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత అందులో అది యాడ్ చేసుకోవాలా?
ఫర్ వాట్ పర్పస్ అంటే హెయిర్
కోసమని.
Once you prepare it using boiling method, and finally you can mix it with the Banalo enzyme
for storing.
For storing.
Shravani ji, first thing is go through the video again and follow her recipe first, and then you make your own recipe. And to the participants, to give introduction, Shravani is a very active member in NELG groups. Last week we have a webinar on soap making. The next day she made soaps with 2-3 flavors and she shared the videos. So Shravani ji, in future we'll make a webinar from you also. I'm making a note.
Yes, madam. Actually, I want to know more about these edible and also by normal eco bioenzymes. So I want to aware the people also.
Yes. Wonderful. Very wonderful work, Shravani ji.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we'll take another question from Yashoda Bapat.
So actually, we can make as per our needs of the skin. So we can customize it for our skin. So this is what I found with Banalo and Pomalyme. You can make some other thing which you can think of that might be better, like hibiscus or something which are good and gentle also, right? So you can make our own way.
Yeah, thank you. Yashoda ji.
Yeah, hello ma'am, thank you for the session. It was very informative. I would, my question is that the bioenzyme that you showed, the citrus peel one, so in that, can we add other fruit peels also, any peels or?
Yes, of course. We must add all. As we have seen, diversity is very important. The more the organisms, different kinds of organisms, it will give different benefits to us. Every organism has a role in our system.
Yeah. Next question will take from Swati Dishit ji.
Yeah, hello ma'am, it's a really wonderful session. Ma'am, even I'm making bioenzyme at home, but after filtering, after 2 or 3 months, once I filter, again it starts developing some yeast, that is a white layer on the top. So you already told us that filter it, but again it develops here. So what is exactly the solution for not to have any such type of yeast? Is there any
So use See, that is harmless. That white yeast is harmless. There are different kinds of microorganisms, and this white yeast is doesn't cause any harm. We can be sure. If you doesn't want it at all, before using, just filter it and use. Then that's the best.
Okay.
See, like this, I have not seen the. This is, as I told you, 1 year, 1.5 year old. Doesn't have it. It's very clear.
Yeah. Some actually, my bottles are very clear, but some of them they develop yeast.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's natural. That's very.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes.
And the yeast is a very beneficial, G, and we know. I mean, even making, we don't need to add any artificial yeast.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Suma Garu, please ask your question. Suma Garu.
హలో
Yeah.
Hello.
నేను తెలుగులో మాట్లాడతానండి కొంచెం.
షూర్ అండి.
మీరు బట్టలు వాష్ చేయొచ్చు అన్నారు కదండి బోయా ఎంజైమ్ తో. అది కంపల్సరీ సోప్ నెట్ తోనే చేయవలసి ఉంటుందా, లేకపోతే మన ఫ్రూట్స్ వెజిటబుల్స్ తో తయారు చేసిన దాంతో కూడా బట్టలు వాష్ చేయొచ్చు అంటారా? I mean క్లాత్స్ వాష్ చేయొచ్చు అంటారా?
Actually, even the other, just with the other peels, we can wash.
No, her question
Because
is, can we use bioenzymes with soap nut only with soap nut for laundry, or we can use any other peels also? Yeah, Nilmaji.
Yeah, soap nuts. See, soap nuts is a separate thing, and mixture of soap nuts and this, right? You're asking. We can do, but nothing.
No, her question
I have
is,
not tried actually.
No. Her question is, only soap nuts are to be used, or any other thing without soap nut can be used?
Like peels enzyme, right? Or in the enzyme process, or you're asking some other ingredients to use?
No, say
for washing?
for laundry, we are using soap nuts, right?
Yes.
Now, without using any single soap nut, can we make any bioenzyme for washing clothes?
Yes. All the citrus enzymes will work.
Okay.
As we see in floor cleaning, that is a real proof. We can see how nicely the surfaces get cleaned, right? Even so, our dresses and clothes also, they are not so. We are not laborers working in fields and such, right? So they will be washed very well. Just soak for a while, for half an hour or 1 hour, and then when we rub, they will go.
Okay.
Even for our skin, actually, I feel there is no need of all the even products. We maintain our system well with all the good food, whole grains, and without any chemicals. Just plain water with little, if we want enzyme also, we can just add and finish off the bath. Very less water usage.
Yeah. Sumagar, please ask your question if still not answered. And yeah, for all the members, this video is going to share. We are going to share in all the NELG groups. It is also available in Facebook. Just search for Natural Eco Living, and you will get all the videos, cellular videos, and now present with today's videos also. And Yashadaji, please ask your question.
Yeah, so sorry, the last time when you gave the answer, ma'am, I lost the network connection. I couldn't hear the
What was
answer.
the question, ma'am?
Yeah, I had asked you the question that can we use multiple different peels, like in the citrus enzyme that you showed, you use lemon and orange.
Yes.
But apart from that, can we use multiple different kinds of peels?
Yes, ma'am. Always we should use diversified peels, because all the different microorganisms are present in different peels, which are beneficial for us and the environment. There should be diversity always.
Okay. So can we also use mango peels or things like that? Like since now the mango season is now, so can we use them also?
Yeah, we can use, but the flavor citrus feels more pleasant for us, right? As a cleaner,
Yeah, right.
we feel better. So you can keep little bit of few peels of mango, but keep more maximum 70% citrus ones.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Nilmaji, some more details about pomegranate peel.
Sure, pomegranate peel.
Peels bioenzyme.
Yes. Yeah. So Pomalyam enzyme is very special. The product we see as we have been talking about yeast, we can't see any white yeast generation there. So initially it will be there. Sometimes if we see also just one stir, the acids in the product will just finish off any organism growing there. So it is very potent, very highly antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and it's very good to consume as well as on the skin. It has the anti-inflammatory properties. So it cleanses well, also improves the complexion and anti-wrinkle effect, removing acne, all such, even strengthens hair. So it has the elagi tannins in the peel. The peels are more beneficial than even the arils, the fruit part.
Okay. Yeah, another question is what kind of containers we use to store, either the transparent one or colored one or glass or plastic, or how it goes?
For edible purpose, always glass containers. So this is the Banalo enzyme I have kept. So I use all these glass ones because we are consuming, right? The acids will take up all the plastic and then it will enter into our body. So for cleaning purpose, plastic, we can use and recycle, reuse them. For edible, it is glass.
Okay. Yeah. While making bioenzyme, can we use peel only? Yeah. Another good question is to make bioenzymes, we need to use only peels or we can use entire fruit along with the pulp?
Yeah, we can use fruit also, but no point, right? When we can get out of just peels, why should you waste the fruit? We can consume the fruit and use the peels alone. That way we are also saving the energy.
Yeah, I mean, do you say with peels and with peels and pulp, effect is same?
Yeah, same effect. See, I have used like the pomegranate pulp to pineapple pulp to make the enzyme. So it is happening. The clear liquid is generating on top. Pulp is settling at the bottom.
Okay. And another question is, can we use dry citrus peels also?
Yes, we can use. It works. But you need to add jaggery.
Okay. That means to say with the dry citrus peels, we can make a bioenzyme.
It works, but you have to be a little careful because there are no much sugars present in the natural peels. They are all dried out. We need to add extra jaggery once in a while, like every day, little bit of like feeding it every day. Then the germs, they develop. At once we cannot add. If we add more jaggery in the beginning itself, it won't start because lot of sugar also won't create and make the organisms grow.
Yeah, and another question, another point you made is we need to use the biodiversity of peels. I mean, different kinds of peels. Is this only for edible or also for cleaning?
Even for cleaning.
Okay,
but
so
diversity is needed.
So if we don't have a diversity, what will happen?
It will have less beneficial effect. I mean, nothing harmful. It's nothing harmful, but we will be more benefited if there are more good bacteria. See, as we saw, trillions of bacteria, we are all filled with bacteria only. We see the form as Nilima, this and that, but then we are actually filled with trillions of microbes and they are doing everything.
Yeah. So another question is, say I want to make a bioenzyme with the biodiversity of different peels, but when I'm making, I don't have sufficient peels. So now, can I make bioenzyme from one peel, like that 5 different peels by different bioenzymes, and then I can combine them later?
So you can collect them to start with, or you can collect all the peels. Just take a container, add whatever peels. Suppose you are using today some bottle gourd peels, carrot or something, tomorrow some other. So just keep collecting in a plastic container, add little bit of water and little bit of jaggery to feed the microbes. And then once you get to the point where there is sufficient, you feel, then you add additional jaggery and water. Start it.
Yeah, for this question as a follow-up answer, when I wanted to do the same thing, I make a culture That means I have a mother culture with all the diversity of these different peels. When I don't have any other peels, I mean, when I have only lemon peels, now I take this culture and pulp and then I start using it. That's the way I do
Yes,
that.
yes.
That is
yes.
also one way of doing.
That
And,
is another way.
Nilima ji,
Yes.
please ask your question.
Oh.
I mean, another Nilima Shah ji.
Yes, yes. I got it.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for very interesting topic for Mr. Sudhir, and thank you for explaining so simply and very beautifully. It suddenly seems like a lot of companies are going to go bankrupt if they're going to follow your shampoo and body wash.
Right, we should do
ma'am,
that.
yeah, we should. I mean, even you look so beautiful yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So my question was, do we have to dry some of these peels before we put in, or I think
No,
somebody
fresh
already
is
asked.
always better. Fresh
Fresh
is
is
always better, right? Because fresh have more life there. They are lively. Dried up means it's dying off. It's almost dead, right? So we have to rejuvenate them.
Yeah. Okay. Because like some of us, some of the people before me were asking, there was some kind of fungus and yeast forming. So probably some
forming
of the forming on the top layer when we
the fresh peels or dried ones.
No, not me. We were just discussing like some of them before we were asking that, you know, there are some green layers or the white layer on the top.
Right.
Maybe I thought that is because we're using too many fresh ones. Maybe if you dry it a little, it might help.
No. You need to stir if you have that. See, the peels will start rising. I don't know whether you made it.
Yeah. I've noticed that. Correct. They rise up. Correct.
As when they get exposed to air, then the germs start developing.
Okay.
So you should stir it so that they remain submerged in the liquid. So when they are inside, nothing can grow. It's like anaerobic condition.
Yeah. Okay. Because there's no oxygen inside there.
No oxygen. Yes.
Okay. So then when you suggested that we should open it once in a while, is there any particular timing for that? Like 2 seconds or 1 minute or something? For the first week, you said.
Yes. We need to open, stir it. That's when I add little bit jaggery also to increase the microbial activity. Okay. So at that time we open and just close it immediately. No need to expose lot to the air because gases also will get released and the activity will reduce. Lot of opening. Better to finish off the process fast.
Okay. Now we got the answer for that. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sudhir ji.
Thank you, ji. Another question is Yogesh ji. Please ask your question. Yeah, Yogesh is asking, give me your top 5 peels what you use. And
yes. I wanted to ask that only. Can you rate top 5 peels which we can use in combination?
Okay. Top 5 in the sense for cleaning purpose, it is lemons, oranges, pineapples always. The top 3, and then for fragrance, maybe we can add as per our choice rose petals or citronella leaves because they have antimicrobial properties as well as fragrance, gives good fragrance.
Okay. Yeah. Another question is Rupa ji.
Yes, ma'am. It was a wonderful session, and I follow you on YouTube and I watch all the videos. They are just mesmerizing for me. Being a microbiologist, I know what are the things happening, but honestly speaking, even I did not know the process is so simple and we can develop it at home so nicely also. Thank you for everything, ma'am. And my question is, recently I prepared beet kvass. So in that I have used this mint leaves.
Okay.
So the period of fermentation will be around 7 days for the beet kvass, right, ma'am? So if we add such leaves in that, the fermentation should be like that 7 days only, or we should consume it before only?
Actually, it will be ready by 4 days.
Okay,
it depends on your liking. Like I feel by 4th day, it will be good enough to drink. If you like little more stronger, maybe we can extend to for 7 days, 2 weeks also, no problem. And nothing will happen even with the mint leaves. I have kept the mint leaves for like different combinations I used along with pineapple. I kept for even 2 months. Nothing happened and it was good.
And
Because the acids and all will be.
Timing? Yeah.
Hmm.
Ideal timing for the consumption of beet kvass.
Any fermented product before noon, like morning we can take after breakfast, like after 15 minutes or so, and even after lunch, after 15 minutes of taking lunch, not in the evenings.
Okay, and one more thing, like kids usually don't like the fragrance and all about beet kvass I'm speaking. If we prepare lemon juice out of it, will it help or how it will be?
See, we don't have to give these products to kids. They are very delicate and gentle. Right? So even for us, it is best to have direct fresh fruits always. They will have live cultures and live bacterial cultures. Now, because we have disturbed our system and not able to get the benefits, we are taking more and more fermented products. Otherwise, just plain fresh fruits, fresh food is good.
Yeah.
No, for kids,
Edible,
yeah.
Yeah, edible things we'll take in the next session. Yeah, thank you, Rupaji. And yeah, OnePlus 7 Pro user, please ask your question. I think I lost him. Yeah, Sumaji, if you have still question not answered, you can unmute yourself and ask the question. Yeah, another question is, meanwhile, do we need to use organic jaggery?
Yes, better is always organic. If not, it's fine. We can use other, because all the chemicals are broken down by these organisms. So we can use even synthetic, but we are avoiding all these things, right? So.
Yeah, I think we completed all the questions. Yeah, thanks for a wonderful session, and we'll share. Yeah, we'll share your group YouTube channels and all the stuff, including the group.
Sure.
And this was a very wonderful and very simple, very clean, neat, clearly understanding presentation and participation. And thanks to the participants for joining today's session and asking very wonderful questions. Hopefully, we'll do the same session in Telugu and also one more session in edible enzymes again with you. It was a very wonderful webinar. Yeah, thank you all. Thanks for joining.
My pleasure. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.